Well, my name is Ebony Harris, and just for the record, I'm a lifelong resident, Minnesota resident. I have 4 children. I am a domestic abuse survivor. This bill here is very, very mean-spirited and humiliating to people that are like me. I'm here representing people that cannot even be here to speak for themselves or are very intimidated in talking with politicians because I hear it a lot. I'm one of the many people that's been laid. I've been laid off for the 3rd time. I'm surviving on $77 a week, and that runs out in unemployment. That runs out in 2 weeks. I can't go back to MFEP because I have tried dearly to get back off. And the policies that you guys come up with to cut down on programs to lift people out of poverty, that's what throws them off. This bill here will throw people, it will devastate families. You will definitely hear about a lot of chaos if this bill is passed, meaning we will all, as citizens of Minnesota, we will have to pay for that, regardless whether people like it or not. To me, it's classism, because there is a class war going on. Whether you guys like it or not, this is a war on poor people, and it's immoral. I was raised in the church by my mother that taught me to care for your fellow man. One thing about Minnesota, me growing up here, we always were prided in that, not by payments or generous payments, because I don't know where that's coming from, because generous payments, they are not. With rent being over $1,000, because not everybody can get Section 8, people are doubling up, people are in the streets, shelters are full. It's just every day I go online or I watch TV and I'm hearing about people the same way, and I'm just appalled that Minnesota is even going here with this residency. And to me, personally, that's attacking a certain segment of our population. With our unemployment rate among African Americans is last I heard was 16%. They won't hire us. So how are we supposed to go, and I'm not gonna say we, especially women with children, how are they supposed to go look for a job in a 36-month period when half of the people that people of color that have children, how are they supposed to go out and get jobs when the private sector refuses to hire us in the first place? This is very mean-spirited, and I hope you guys find some conscience somewhere, because that's why we put you here. And it seems like the political climate, what's going on, we have forgotten we the people. Now that's what I learned in school. I'm just shocked that this is my home state, that we're becoming just tyrants and picking on poor people. Just coming here, I saw 6 people, half of them women, with signs begging for change. Just whatever stereotypes, whatever you guys have heard about people, they're moving here. I don't see anybody moving here. I met women in shelters that were getting away from abusive situations. That's why they had to come here. But by them making them wait 30 to 60 days, that could be somebody's life, in which it is. Like I said, I'm gonna say it again, these are not generous benefits. I don't know, I want that for the record, and I want everybody in this room to understand me. These are not generous benefits. This bill seems rushed and desperate to get poor people, to keep poor people and working class people from coming here. That's me. And I feel that this is very personal. I'm sorry to get loud, but this is ridiculous how we're treating people and how people can sit here. Because at the end of the night, y'all gonna go home to comfortable places. There's millions of women and children that are in shelters that are probably full. I even met somebody that was sleeping in their van. What kind of state are we becoming? I prided myself from being from Minnesota, and this bill, not everybody from Chicago is coming up here to sit on welfare. Sometimes most people that I know that are on welfare are working, but guess what? The jobs that are out here, they're only paying $6, $7 an hour. 8 is the highest I've seen. How do I know? Because I've been looking for a job, and March 31st will be a year that I have been unemployed. And they don't even want to hire you if you are unemployed. So that's another bias. It's just too much bias. This Minnesota nice, that Minnesota nice is a myth. This bill here, I'm sorry people, I want you all to know, this is not Minnesota nice. I hear statistics, you guys, I've just been hearing about Wisconsin. I don't care about Wisconsin right now. I care about my home state. And I don't want to take up too much of your time, but I'm appalled that politicians here as well as in DC are playing with people's lives. You guys got a home to go to. You guys got food to get to. You got a job. I want a job. I want to work. And there's thousands of women here in this state that want to work. But they can't with bills like this that keep, and when you cut programs, like I'm surprised Dress for Success is still around. Stuff like that is very serious to us. This is a matter of life and death, people. It's a class war and it has to stop. Do not pass this bill, because if you guys pass this bill, honey, you're gonna see devastation like you couldn't believe. It's gonna look like a third world country if it's not looking like that already.
Thank you.